and see what the hell happens. Let us do it and see what the hell happens. And see what the hell happens. Let us do it and see what the hell happens. So funny, my introduction says grab a cup of coffee and sit back and relax. I'm going to break the rules a little bit. I'm not grabbing a cup of coffee. I'm grabbing some sauerkraut and just trying something a little different. I hope it's okay if I try different things from time to time. I think that's how we get better at things. We play around, we practice, we test, we do research and development. I will tell you what, sauerkraut is dang good food. Supposed to be healthy for you. Supposed to be filled with probiotics. And what I kind of find interesting about it, because it's just cabbage and like vinegar, I believe. I mean, I've never actually made any sauerkraut, but I think that's what it is it almost sticks to your ribs a little bit. How are you, Chip? I thought I would hop on tonight, Chip, and just see how you guys are doing. I talked live twice in the last hour and a half, and I wanted to practice. I wanted to play around, do some different things. It felt there was such a large group, a pack of endless negative comments a little bit an hour and a half ago. I thought I'd hop on and see if any of you guys wanted to talk about it or talk about the experience. I can deal with stuff, and I can handle a bit of negativity. I think I'm getting better at it. But I just feel bad for the viewers a little bit, that it's just endless drivel for my viewers, that they got to watch endless drivel from trolls. And I don't want, I know I don't want to expose myself to it, but I'll tell you what, I won't let them beat me down. I won't let them stop me. I promise you that. Like I said before, I'll say it again. I'm on a mission from God, and I'm not going to let a few angry trolls stop me from that mission. But I don't want it bumming you guys out that watch and tune and get tired of seeing the negative comments and what have you. Yeah. Chip just said, and by the way, right now we're set on subscriber-only comments because I wanted to have a quiet talk where I could talk and engage and whatever, versus an endless stream of yuckiness and hate and unpleasantness. So right now I have the settings for subscriber-only. So only subscribers can comment. Anybody tuning in, apologize, because again, I wish it didn't have to be this way. I wish it didn't have to be this way. But it seems like it does. And I'm not going to do it all the time. But again, I just found the endless negativity stupid. And Chip says he doesn't understand why people behave that way. I think, Chip, the best thing I've ever done is stop trying to understand why people, trolls, do what they do. Because that's just going to lead to frustration. But I appreciate Chip for being on today because I think, is Opal still here? I think Opal's a subscriber. Opal, if you are here, throw out some love. Spence Thomas, I don't know who you are, Spence Thomas, but you made some comments that I appreciate. Okay, Opal says she agrees. But what do you mean, Opal? Like, would you rather I go live subscriber only? Would you rather I go live subscriber only? In a perfect world, I wouldn't have anyone pay for anything. That's not the point. But it just seems it's the only way to have a conversation, without people butting in and interrupting, and you're okay with whatever I choose. Hey, Spence Thomas just purchased a 1-month subscription. Thank you so much, Spence Thomas. I don't know who. Beautiful is here. Beautiful, I love you. I felt so bad when I hurt your feelings because I changed it to subscriber only. But you see what we're dealing with, right, Beautiful? I'm not trying to get you to pay money. That's not the point. Okay, Jeannie says it's a nice way to be able to turn it on and off depending on the audience. Well, I appreciate that, Beautiful. Okay, Spence Thomas, parents used to live in Naperville, lots of family in Chicago. Well, that's awesome. Your cousins live in Naperville. Opal says she doesn't pay attention to the mean comments, but they were endless. They were endless. There were probably comments you guys didn't get. They were talking about my ex-wife. They were talking about, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And it's like, I got no negative feelings towards my ex-wife. I hope she has a great life and does real well. So for them to be saying yucky things about her just seems weird. And it's unfortunate. And I'll tell you what, it's nice to be able to turn them off and just sit here and feel at peace and feel, I don't know, like I could eat some sauerkraut without, I don't know. It's just really weird. It's just really weird. So I'm sitting here on my bed. Got a huge box that my phone's sitting on and another box that my TV's leaning on. I'm in the basement of, I guess he's my buddy. I don't know if he's my buddy, but he's a nice guy. He seems really friendly. He makes a mean cinnamon coffee with on the French press. And Chip wants to know where's the gimbal. I don't know. It's in my car. It's in my car. The gimbal's most needed when you're moving around. It's nice as a tripod. And, yeah, it's nice as a tripod. But, these boxes work just fine. The gimbal's in the car. It needs plugged in and stuff. Yeah, well, I'm happy to be safe and warm as well. And I'll tell you what. You guys know I was staying in my car for a month and a half, probably. There were some cold days in my car. And I had the heating blanket going. And you know what I've learned? The heating blanket's not only good when you're in the car. The heating blanket, it's really nice when you're cuddling up and you're in kind of a cool basement, nice, cool, dark basement. And I don't know. There's just something that's so comforting about it. And warm and safe. It feels really good. Feels really good. So I don't know if I'm going to talk much at all tonight. If anyone wants to say anything, I appreciate it. I think we picked up a couple new subscribers. Again, I'd love to be able to grow my audience and have Captain Kenny, who hopped on today, talk and ask questions and get involved and new people join. But there's just too many of these like Dr. Hoots who just joined, who's only here to interrupt the conversation. Is only here to interrupt the conversation. And it's hard, and I don't know what the best solution is for it. Because nobody could perform anything if they have somebody screaming and shouting while they're trying to perform on stage or perform in any fashion or anything. If somebody's screaming at them the whole time. Alexandra asks, how did I meet my roommate? How did I meet my roommate? We got to talking. And yeah, we just got to talking, kind of shared stories a little bit. He said he had some space in his home, and this is said space. And I said I had a need for some space in a home, and this is I. So together, we put it together and created something truly so beautiful, so uniquely special. I don't have anything else to say, that here we are. Beautiful had sushi today and skipped the hot sake. No alcohol, 2025. Okay, see, Beautiful, it's interesting you say that. Yeah, no, I do too, Alexander. I'll tell you what, it's been really nice. I don't want to, we're just seeing how it goes again. We're two adults, male adults, I don't know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I'm enjoying it so far and it feels really good. Beautiful, you said you're no alcohol in 2025 and you skipped the sake, which is awesome. I'll tell you what, it's going to be so much easier, Beautiful, when you don't even look at it as skipping the sake and you just don't even consider it. I mean, I appreciate what you did. Thank you, Opal, for sending me that Night Star. But if I was just trying to cut back on my drinking, I think that'd be really hard. And I think it gets a lot easier when you stop doing it altogether. But, I mean, you do you, and whatever works for you. I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts. Do you guys mind if I take another bite of my sauerkraut? Apologize in advance, but I'm kind of hungry. Mary liked the live. Josh liked the live. You used to do it from boredom? Yeah. Not to settle your nerves. Not to calm your mind or calm your heart or anything like that, just out of boredom. Yeah, I think a lot of us drink too much. And a lot of us know it. Guess who's coming up on 12 months of sobriety? My man Chip. What's your year sobriety date, Chip? I know a couple weeks ago you said you were at 11 months. And if my math is right, and it usually is, you're coming up on a year. Jeannie said she drank to calm down, drank to celebrate, you name it, drank. Yeah, so many people do. Like I said earlier, I was in a locker and I was talking to a guy, and he said he needs to stop. And a lot of people say that. Well, thank you, Alexandra Hope. You're 36 years old. Well, this is kind of nice. We've got a smaller group. But isn't this kind? I mean, should I do this all the time? Do you guys want me going live to other people? Oh, you turned 30. Hey, that's not fair, Alexandra. You didn't tell me it was your birthday. I feel somewhat remiss. Were you on one of my lives yesterday? I would have sung it. Opal says she likes this. How do other people feel? Chip, would you rather have it like this? I guess it's kind of okay because we got like 5 or 6 subscribers on right now, which is good. But if I go live and there's only one on, I mean, I can generally keep a conversation going pretty well by myself. But it's better having a little conversation. Alexandra's saying she loves this. Yeah, isn't it, Alexandra? You were watching earlier. Isn't it just ridiculous? It's not even funny. It's not even hurtful. The only thing bad is it's just so it's just you're wondering why. Why? So it's distracting because you're just going, it doesn't matter what you say about me, but just why? Why don't you go? Go do something. Who cares how horrible you think I am? You know what I mean? No matter who I mean, there's some probably pretty bad people out in the world. I would hope I would have something better to do than harass people that I thought were bad. You know what I mean? But they do not. They unashamedly say, hey, we have nothing better going on in our lives than to harass Coffee with Ken. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Frank Francis, thank you so much for joining. Frank Francis is always generous. He sends me many cowboy hats and mustaches, and I appreciate that, Frank Francis, that you're hopping on today. I should have called it Thursday night sauerkraut with Ken. Sauerkraut always packs a big crowd in. Yeah. Do I personally know the trolls? Okay, yeah, let's talk about this. You guys ask any questions. You guys ask any questions you want, and I will answer them. I will answer them. Do I know the trolls? I'll bet you I've met a couple. My ex-wife and I had an embarrassingly public and ridiculously horrible divorce. And I think there's people out there that reveled in my pain as I was going through it and wanted to lash out at somebody and thought I was a good person to lash out at, and did, and are still doing it. And it's the weirdest thing. I mean, I'm not bitter at my ex-wife anymore. I mean, I'm sure there were times I was, and hopefully she's not real bitter at me. I think she's moved on and seems to be doing a good job with our 2 little babies. But there were things that came out that were embarrassing and too public at the time. Yeah. And, yeah. So if anyone's curious about anything, you guys want to know anything? Yeah. You want to know about... This is ridiculous. For about 3 months, I was working at 64 Wine Bar, and there was a hostess who wasn't at the host stand. She was talking to one of the chefs in the back hallway and not taking care of customers or seating customers, and I told her to do her job. Might have been overstepping my, I'm not a manager, I get that. But you hire me, and there's an employee not doing their job, I might tell them to do their job. Love that or hate that, that's the truth. And for months after that, the trolls were posting about how I was swearing or freaking out or said I got fired at the restaurant. I didn't get fired. I don't know. If I got fired, I'd be collecting unemployment. It was just so weird. It's so weird. Yeah. And they'd go on for months saying I got fired. I'm going, I don't even care. I was a part-time waiter at a restaurant in Naperville that was slow. Who cares? Who cares? Nor can I, Alexandra. And that's what the problem is. I think we should stop trying to wrap our mind around it. Because when we do, it just frustrates us. Because, yeah, I've had that with other people. I've had that with real people. Yeah, no, it could be, Sean. I see what you're saying. It's so weird. Yeah, I had somebody hop on today that I'll literally have just dropped my children off at their mom's house. And they'll be coming on saying, I don't see my kids and I don't support them and I'm this or that. I'm going, I'm a block away from their mom's house. I was just with them all morning and I just dropped them off. I know it's not my exes saying it. You know how? Because they know that's not true. They know it's not true. So I know it's not my exes. I mean, I got a pretty good relationship with my exes. Someone is trying to get under my skin, Sean said. They're dedicating their life to it. They're dedicating their life to it. Why? I'm a guy sitting in some dude's basement eating sauerkraut out of a jar. I'm not worth hating. You know what I mean? I don't pretend to have anything figured out. I mean, I've fallen down, skinned my knee, and I managed to pick myself back up. But I'm really, as my daughter Erin said, goes, Dad, you've got haters. You're not worth hating. I know, honey. I'm just a guy kind of making it through, doing his best, muddling through. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I'm going to have another bite. If anyone wants to keep talking, I could do this all day. I don't want to be boring to you guys. I was kind of talking about it on the show a little bit ago. Hold on. I'm telling you, sauerkraut is where it's at. And I don't mean to be pompous for those that were listening earlier, but I'll often have people tell me what I should do to please the audience. And I love you guys for watching. I really do. Especially this setting because I'm not being harassed endlessly. So I appreciate y'all for watching. All right, well, Chip needs to know, will I always eat sauerkraut like that, or do you put it on some food sometimes? Dude, Chip, if you came over with a bratwurst or a hot dog and grilled it up for me with some brown mustard, I would lather the sauerkraut this thick on it. But I'll just tell you what, when you don't have a hot dog and you don't have a bratwurst and you don't have any brown mustard, eating it out of the jar is pretty nice. Well, I appreciate that, Alexander. That was very sweet of you to say. Alexandra can smell my sauerkraut from here. And she's down in Tennessee. She must really hate. Isn't this nice? Isn't this nice? It is nice. It is nice. Oh, I was saying that a little bit ago. About not feeling like a lot of times I'll feel pressure that I don't know, I'll have 150 people watching. And I'll have people saying horrible things about me. People watching. And I'll have people saying horrible things about me. You know? And, but it's distracting and it's just unpleasant. Like somebody just said, it's like we're at a coffee shop. If we were all at Starbucks in a table of 8 or whatever and talking, and somebody kept screaming in the crowd going, hey, this guy's horrible. He lies. He's a narcissist. And just making up stuff all the time. It's kind of fun to talk about them because some of them are watching. Yeah, no, Sean, it definitely does. Because I just don't, the words they say don't, but it just seems so strange to me that anybody cares so much to hate me. You know, again, I'm just a guy with a jar of sauerkraut staying in a dude's basement in Naperville. Trying to do his best, trying to take care of his kids, trying to improve himself, work out, get spiritually better, help people with their sobriety, or help people or keep them company, or I don't know, provide some value to somebody. Why are they trying to stop this? It makes no sense. Sean asked, does having moderators help? I mean, a little bit. But with TikTok, they can create endless fake accounts. People ask often, hey, hello, Big M, how are you? We're just having a little sauerkraut with Ken on a Thursday night, and I wanted to go subscriber only. Yeah. And I'll have people hop on and going, oh, we know the real Ken. You know how many hours of live video I've gone? You think this is a fake Ken? You've seen me bawl. You've seen me pissed off. You know, I've never claimed to be perfect. Ooh, Big M had some great Mexican. What'd you have? Is Mexican all kind of the same food in different packages? Almost is. I tell you what, you give me, I don't know, some crunchy shells, some ground beef, some sour cream, some salsa, some lettuce, tomatoes. And if you got some guacamole or avocado, more power to me. Yeah. Sean says, well, some say even bad press is good. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that it means, to be honest, there's times when, I don't know, the 2 or 3 trolls I have stalking me must go somewhere and actually have something to do with their lives. Because, like, there will be a time or two where I'll go, like, 2 days without getting a hateful comment. I mean, it hasn't happened in a while. But there's been times in the past where I'll go 2 days without getting a comment. And it will almost worry me. It'll almost make me wonder if I'm doing something wrong. And that's probably silly. But I will tell you what, if anybody here's watching, and wants to chime in from time to time, right now I've got it set on subscriber only. And I think I have like 14 subscribers or something like that here on TikTok. And I would do it all the time if I thought I could get some sort of conversation. Like right now we maybe have 5 or 6 subscribers that can engage and talk a little bit. And that's enough for a conversation. But I've done it where like I've had one on and it's a little too quiet. And I do like engaging with an audience or with people. But the weird thing is, again, not to over talk about the trolls, they always want the real honest answer. And I'll tell them the real honest answer and they don't care. They'll just keep saying the same lies tomorrow. I go, well, that didn't do any good. Or they won't, yeah. Or they'll just keep at it. So they don't want, and again, I've talked about this before, about don't argue with idiots because they'll tear you down to their level or bring you down to their level and beat the crap out of you with experience. Yeah, Opal, my life's not perfect. You know? Shit. I was in my car for 6 weeks. One day it was 6 degrees. I think that'll be an interesting experience, an interesting note. Yeah. Okay, Alexander said something about, no, they want an answer they can make a scammy video of. Have you guys been to their pages? I'd appreciate if you wouldn't follow their pages. But I was sitting with a friend at Starbucks, and I went to somebody called like Coffee with Ken. They have 2 N's, 2 or something like that. And it's pages of me. It's pages of my videos with a bunch of crazy words, or I'll go to another and they'll put weird hair on me or capture like ugly moments, like where I'm making a face like that or something like that. It's almost like when you go and find the serial killer's lair and there's crazy words written on the wall and you're going, ooh, gives you the chills. Gives you the chills. Sean goes, yes, they're trying to get a reaction so they can create. Yeah, I mean, I'll have the smallest little things, like where I'll say something to somebody and they'll go, oh, here's Ken going ballistic. And I go, I'm hardly going ballistic. You want to see me ballistic? Get out from your keyboard and get in front of me. You'll see me go ballistic. I have people like threatening me, saying we should meet. You guys know where I'm at. You stalk me. You know, I'm going to be at the Starbucks on Jefferson and Main for a couple hours tomorrow. I'm not hard to find. Yeah, no, I bet it was beautiful. Alexander says she doesn't follow or respond to any of the ones they tag me in. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. I got a longtime follower named Julie, real nice woman, married to a nice guy. I met them both, and I don't know, they're posting videos about stupid stuff. That's just not true. They're using me to make their content. I guess. I mean, I guess it should be flattering me. It should flatter me a little bit, I guess. And maybe in some small way it does. Yeah, maybe in some small way it does, but it's just kind of weird and creepy. I mean, try being me. I feel bad because, you know, they'll bring up Chip. Or they'll bring up Julie or whatever. You know, and I think Julie was getting picked on a little harshly today, and so was Chip a little bit. And I sent them both texts going, hey, are you guys okay? Because, you know, I'm doing this. This is my thing. I guess I'm putting myself out there. Yeah. Big M says he's my agent. He understands. Well, Big M, I appreciate you being my agent. Did you ever get that, Gimbal, Big M? If anybody out there, we got 58 people watching. We've got 60. Mary sent a gift. Mary sent a tiny diny. You know who's going to be so excited that Mary sent a tiny diny? Alexandra Hope. She loves the tiny diny. I have them. I can send you one, but I need a placeman. I don't know what you're talking about sending me. What are you going to send me? I have a gimbal. I've got a gimbal. Tiny diny. Tiny dinies are fun. So I don't know if I have anything else to say tonight. I did just want to hop on and see how it felt. It felt great. You know, it felt great. Do you guys, I'm going to do my coffee with Ken tomorrow. I'm going to do my coffee with, thank you, Chip, for sending me the tiny dinies. Should I do it subscriber only? It won't be as exciting. But maybe exciting's overrated. Is exciting overrated? Is it exciting when you're taunted and bullied and harassed endlessly? Alexandra says she thinks I can change it mid-live. But do I even want to worry about it? But okay, Alexandra says, so you can have it open and change it if the trolls get bad. Do I even want to worry about it? Again, I like having the bigger audience. I like having, like, I feel bad because there's people on that are watching that can't comment, and I wish they could. Or ask a question, or ask why I'm sitting here, or ask who the hell this bald guy is with sauerkraut. And I wish they could, but it feels unpleasant. Opal says she agrees with Alexandra. Okay, well, you say. Okay, well, then I should keep it open. I think you have a good subject to talk rather than interact. Perhaps it makes it subscriber only. Yeah, I could see that. Hey, somebody sent me a rose. I appreciate that. Somebody. Somebody with this. This is their name. Big M sent me a rose. Big M, if you're trying to get sweet on me, you go right ahead. Big M and Ken. Make it sub only. I'm not sure how can I go back and forth. Okay, you guys say I can go back and forth. Want me to try? Should we test it out? I'm going to hit this button. Mirror my video, mute microphone, pause live, settings, about me, live events, support nonprofit, content disclosure. I'm going to hit settings, rankings, hear my voice, muted accounts, blocked accounts, comment settings. I'm going to hit comment settings and see what happens. Allow comments, filter comments, show the most sent comment. So you guys are saying that somehow I can flip it to subscriber only. I'm not sure how I would. Because the way I go to this is, well, this is kind of fun that I got to have a little more sauerkraut. For those of you out there with your own jar of sauerkraut, let's take a sauerkraut break. And Chip, if you're ready to fly out here with a, hey Chip, who needs glasses? Okay, Sean says he doesn't know if it's possible because the way I turn it to subscriber only is on my home page here on TikTok. And I go to the subscriber button and then hit subscriber only. It seems the gods of TikTok should figure this out and should do it. Because somebody has to want you to be able to flip back and forth. I can't be the only one running with this. Alexandra says she knows it's possible because another person she follows does it. That's a good question. I don't think I can do a filter that asks for an X amount of followers to comment, Sean, but that's a good question. Yeah, because you'd eliminate 98% of them because they all have 0 and they're, yeah. Yeah, it's just tiring. Just not sure how. Well, Alexander, maybe I'll Google that up and see. I mean, it's going to be a long Google sentence. How do you flip from subscriber-only commenting to anybody commenting on the TikTok app? The cool thing about Google is it'll probably pop right up. How many subscribers do I have now? I don't know. Do I have 17? I mean, 17's a start. 17's a start. Part of me wonders why I don't do it all the time. Part of me wonders why I don't do it all the time. What do you think? Should I do it? Okay, I'm going to do Coffee with Ken tomorrow. I'm going to go live, 5:30, 6:30, something like that. I've got no kids to pick up in the morning. Might talk for an hour and a half. Would you want it like this? Would there be enough of you on? Because again, if it's just one or two people on, I feel, ideally we'd have a group. You know how it is. It's like if you meet a buddy at a coffee, it's interesting. But when you have beautiful be here. Alexander, I appreciate you saying that. You said it's a nice benefit for us as being subscribers. And I'd always talked, and I'd had a couple subscribers. And I think they were just honestly trying to contribute a little money to me. And I would ask them, hey, what do you guys want as subscribers? What is it that you want? And nobody would ever come up with anything. And I would do like subscriber-only videos. And, I only had 3 subscribers, and they didn't happen to be on TikTok. So nobody would watch it. And I go, well, that sucked. I asked them if they wanted texts. I asked them if they wanted one-on-one calls. Nobody cared. But this is one thing it seems people are kind of interested in, the subscriber-only comments. Alexander said, Jason just sent him a message about how to change it. Let me go. Be right back. Don't go off. All right. Hey, anyone have their sauerkraut? Let's take another sauerkraut break. Do I really have 17 subscribers? That's pretty cool. 17's pretty good. We have 3 more people out there that want to subscribe and comment. I promise it's not a money grab. It was just it was for sanity. Wait, tell him the subscription button while live to switch back and forth. Okay, well then I gotta find the subscription. Chip, where's my glasses? Chip, I need my glasses. Where's my subscription button? I see guests. I see hosts. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Oh, wait a minute. Sub-only. Hold on here. Sub-only live. Only subscribers can watch this. Oh, my gosh. Sub-only live chats. Only subscribers can comment in my live. Hey, watch this. Let's see what happens. Hang with me. This is going to be so fun. This is going to be so fun. We're letting them all in. We're letting them all in. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Here they go. There goes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. He's a demon, and he's gonna die for someone. Jason said I owe him a cup of coffee. Jason, I don't even know who you are. I'm not even sure you're a real person. Are you a real person, Jason? Are you a real person? Okay, I got to make sure I can undo it because we're going to... That's so exciting. Mary says, ignore the trolls. Their actions say more about themselves than you. Well, Mary, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. None of what they write says anything about me. But just imagine. Just imagine. Hi, Susie Little. It's nothing personal. I mean, I love my subscribers. Don't get me wrong. I do love my subscribers. You 17 subscribers, I love you. But Susie, it's not like I don't love you, an unsubscriber. And Mary was saying, ignore the trolls. You can get 3 trolls on that make, that are just sitting there making mean comments. Mosey said it's nice to do special things for the ones that subscribe. Well, Mosey, yeah. But this isn't just for subscribers. It's not intended as like a gift to subscribers. I don't think I'm that cool that it's special for you. It's just good for sanity. It's just noise. It was just noise. You know? Sean asked, can I block them immediately? Real big head. Oh, well, real big head. Yeah, no, I don't. You're always so curious why anyone would subscribe. Well, Tracy J, I didn't intend to make this a subscriber-based platform at all. But it got so frustrating a couple weeks, or maybe it was a week and a half ago or so. And I was just going, I'm just trying to have a cup of coffee and talk to some people and have a nice conversation in the morning. But it was so filled with venom and yuckiness that it wasn't pleasant at all for me. And I'm going, I'd rather do any number of things than just have people hop on that are only here to cause trouble and say mean things and interrupt me. Well, Tracy J, enough with, skip the money. What kind of content do I make? I don't know, Cameron. What kind of content do I make? You tell me. I make content about pickled cabbage. That's my specialty. I am telling you, this is especially good pickled cabbage. Greg Pitt. Hey, Greg, you're the trolls love you, Greg. The trolls love you. What state you out of? Kind of got an accent. I'm out of Illinois. I live in Naperville, Illinois. And, sitting crisscross applesauce on my bed. And I got a pile of clothes here that are clean, but I need to fold and put away. And I just wanted to hop on live tonight and see how it went. And I'll tell you what, it went great. It went great. Didn't it go great? Yeah. I don't have to say. I think a lot of times, especially when I'm getting attacked by mean people, I feel I got to make it specially entertaining. And that's not fun. Hello, Rodrigo from Argentina. I'll bet you Argentina is a cool country. Okay, somebody's talking smack about Illinois beating down on Duquesne. Mosey said I should do that every time the trolls get too much. Yeah. But this has just been pleasant because, I don't know, it was just so easy. It was so easy. Wait. Your team, TikTok just sent me a message. I don't know if you guys can read it. Your team has, sorry, I just spat some sauerkraut out. Your team has completed the first stage of the team quest. Team Cheers has been unlocked for all the team members to send out and celebrate. I don't know what that's talking about. I don't know what that is talking about. Are you on a quest? What type of quest are you on? What type of quest are you on? I appreciate that, Chipbot. Chipbot's a man of action, not words. Go team, go. I'm going to have another bite of sauerkraut. Anyone want to join me? Tugger, are you really from Sweden? Big M. I love it. Big M is my agent. He's been talking to Team Ken. Who am I taking in the Super Bowl? I don't even know who's playing in the Super Bowl. Do we know? Are the playoffs over? Hey, Alexander, thank you for hopping on. Tell your hubs I said hello and happy belated birthday to you. You don't look a day. I mean, I guess I've never actually seen you. And I said this to a woman the other day, and I was trying to just make a joke, but I shouldn't have made the joke. I'm learning. No, make no jokes about any woman's age, even if it's young or old, or just don't do it. Just don't do it, because you're going to get yourself in trouble. And the last thing you want is to get yourself in trouble. Well, it's 8 o'clock. At this time yesterday, I'd already been sleeping for 4 hours. Felt so good. I'm probably going to finish up my sauerkraut and fold some clothes and, I don't know, brush my teeth, get in my bed, and kind of maybe edit some videos or post a couple of videos. And I want to thank you all so much for hopping on today or tonight. It's been enjoyable sharing a little sauerkraut with you guys, and I don't know, having you follow along. So again, I appreciate you. Did we get a vote? Should we go subscriber only tomorrow or no? Sean, way to go going to the gym. I'm proud of you. You're doing what we were talking about earlier. You're getting a little bit better today. Beautiful said go subscriber only tomorrow. Chip says no, not subscriber only. I'm getting such mixed messages. Big M wants me to call him in the morning. Big M. It's Ken. I don't have your phone number. I can't always change it, Mary. That's true. That is true. It was kind of fun starting subscriber only and then adding people in. So maybe that's what I'll do. But anyway, we'll see. But this has been great. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining. It means a lot to me that you follow along in my little journey. And you follow along on my show. And I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful evening. You get a great night's sleep. That you are feeling good. That you are loving yourself. That you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.